Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I want to say welcome to the commercial underwriting show. It is 11 o'clock, so let's get started. So, today, today I'm going to discuss. There's going to probably be three properties, so I'm going to move quickly. But there are three properties that we may discuss. I said may. The last two is a may. First one is one that we're definitely going to discuss. But first, I want to show I want to show differences. Okay, I want to show differences. Right. So now, what I should have done, I should have found pictures of this particular property. So um, I'm going to take a minute and do a search. I do believe those are condos. No, they're not condos. Those are townhomes. Uh, and I want to see if I could find them. See if I can find something similar. Let's say something similar to that, right? So I'm going to say a 2019 two-story with a garage town. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But I need for it to be connected. Yeah. Okay. I have one that I could use. All right. Let's see if I can open it all the way. Here we go. Ritual interest rates now are are what would you say? Where are they at? That's ideal.
Well, crime came down to 7, but Treasury, like 5 years, still around 3.7. So, toss a spread on that, the market you're in. You're probably looking at 250 or 300 over. You probably get
So
tighter there to be more specific. So, at 3.7, 250 over, put you at 6.2.
okay,
6.2. So, I call it around 6. You probably get
around
around
six.
5.7, but I call it 6 without knowing anything.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So everyone, you probably wondering why am I showing this picture? The reason why this is going to be the topic for today. But like I said, I want to just get some feedback on two other properties, um, and we'll take it from there. So the reason why I'm showing this property and I'm going this video here will be uploaded to YouTube. Several of the other videos have not been uploaded to YouTube. Okay. But this one here, I think I'm going to definitely upload to YouTube. And the reason is because of what we're talking about. So what you're looking at townhome. Let's say you have 100 townhomes, two three bed. Can everybody hear me out there?
Yes.
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 Okay, great.
Yep.
And can
Clear.
you see the screen of the
Yes.
townhome? Okay, great. So I want you to make believe that these are all, because I don't know the best. Matter of fact, I guess we could take a look, right? Yeah, so here's one bed. Oh, this is right here. Yeah, 3 beds, 2.5 bathrooms. Okay, good. So this is like almost a perfect example. Uh, oh, but anyway, so you got townhomes here, 3 bed, 2.5 baths. This here's 1,409 square feet. And let's say there's 100 of these, 100 of these. So my question is, hold on one second. I want to do one more thing. Now I'm gonna try to do this, but I don't know if this is really going to work. Only because then I'm gonna have to open it with a browser. Yeah. Commercial, multifamily. Let's just see. I just want images. I want an image of a commercial multifamily property. Fake. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, and let's get this. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right here. And we're just gonna see if we can open it up. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring it in. Can't do that. So let's see if I could, I want to see if I could share my screen. Okay, so I'm going to give it a shot and tell me if you could see. No, you're not going to be able to see it. I can see it right now. Can can y'all see both sides of the screen, or you only
Yeah,
see one?
yeah, see both sides.
Yes, it's
Great.
split screen. Yes.
Split screen, great. Wow, so it did work. Okay, so so I want everyone to make believe that a property on the right, which is this green building, is 150 units. Okay, 150 units. And the building on the property on the left is 150 units. 150 units. Okay. Would you underwrite these properties the same? Now, okay, hold on a minute. So I want to release some more information. Both properties are built in 2019. Both properties are in the same neighborhood. Okay, so if I say neighborhood, everyone, that means I have went to the micro level. I went from city, I went from state, city, neighborhood. Okay, that means they're in that same neighborhood. Okay, so for the experienced underwriting, for the experienced investor, you could just about figure out you already know what the answer is. But for a new investor who's just getting started in this industry, they may not know exactly. Okay. And I want to also say, so we know that the square footage of this property on the left is 1,049. Okay. But the property on the right, which is this green building, let's say the square footage of these units, 1,000, 1,000 square foot. Would you and I'm going to go deeper, and I know I'm asking a question that could be answered one way or another way, but we're going to dig it. We're going to drill deeper into this. So I need you just to stick in there, hanging in with me, because right now everything is going through my mind, and I'm trying to get everything out correctly, and it may not come out correctly. All right, so I'm letting y'all know that now. Don't be sending me emails later talking about that say something right. Okay, so They're in the same neighborhood. This one here is 1,000. No, I think it was 1,400. Here, let's see. Uh, yeah, I think this one was 1,400.
I thought you
And
said 1049,
yeah, there you go.
1049.
Okay, so 1049. So 1,049 square feet per unit, and there's 150 units. This one here is 1,000 square feet per unit, and there's 150 units. They both were built 2019. Both of these are built 2019. They're both in the same neighborhood. Can these two properties be underwritten the same?
Same amount of bedrooms, bathrooms?
Yes, 3 bed, 2 baths, everything is the same. Can they be underwritten the same? Don't you answer that, Alicia, because
I know. I was going to say I'm waiting for others.
no, you should already know the answer to this. Who's on? Let me see. I can't see who's on the floor. I can't see. Uh, Andrew, Marcus.
I say yes.
Uh, can they be okay? So Marcus says yes. Andrew, what you think? You think they could be underwritten the same?
I'd underwrite
I'm
them
going to come
differently.
back to you, Marcus. Yes is just not going to is not going to be suffice. So I'm coming back to you, Andrew. What you say?
I would do them differently.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you too, because you said you're going to do them differently. All right, I'm just not going to accept those answers. What about you, Kenneth?
Definitely no.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you too. I don't know, Bridget, can you speak?
Say it
Okay, she
again.
can't. Okay, Bridget can't. Bridget probably working. All right, so let's go back. I'm going now. I'm going to go. I'm gonna start from the last person, heading back up to the first person. Kenneth said yes. I think you said no. No, Kenneth said no. They can't be underwritten. Kenneth, educate everyone as to why these two properties cannot be written the same. Now,
And
again, everyone,
you
listen.
miss,
I,
you
I
miss
know I put
Bridget.
Strange reason.
no, but Bridget said she couldn't. Bridget didn't come off mute.
Oh, okay.
Did Bridget come off mute? No, I don't. I think she's at work. Okay, so now again, everyone, the question that I pose, I know the question is I'm gonna say probably basic and confusing, but once we drill into it, then maybe you'll understand. Because I was really trying to think of a way to say it without making it more confusing, and so I couldn't think of another way. So I just asked, right? So, so Kenneth, can you give us some information as to why you say that they cannot be written the same?
My opinion, they're two different types of properties with two different types of maintenance problems, etc. Upkeep.
Okay, and can you expand on when you say maintenance problems? What what would what would be some of the maintenance problems? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go deep. No. Matter of fact, what would you say your maintenance budget would be for these two properties? Go on a per door basis, and they're both, like I said, they're both 2019 products.
To break it down different ways. The roofing would be a separate or different type of problem, I believe. Uh, Plumbing, electric, ground maintenance, landscaping, etc. You don't have any landscaping or very little landscaping on the right. You have more landscaping, more green areas on the left. Plumbing, when you get into second and third story, in my opinion, would be more expensive than ground floor. So
So I'm gonna be honest. I think I know where you're going. I do, and I got a funny feeling. I have an idea why think it was Marcus that said yes, they could be underwritten the same. But I'm gonna delve deeper into Marcus because I want to get clarification because I do believe I understand where he's coming from. So Kenneth, but for now, since I'm gonna stick with Kenneth for right now. Now, Kenneth, these properties are located in the same neighborhood. Okay, that means I'm taking it to the micro level and coming from the state, city, right into that neighborhood. They're in the same neighborhood. They're not that far from each other, right? How would you use one against the other if it can be done? Is Kenneth still there?
My screen is, excuse me, my screen is freezing up and I'm missing half of the conversation. I get a
Okay,
thing
all
across
right.
my screen on my computer that my internet connection is unstable.
Oh, it's
I'm missing
unstable?
half the conversation.
Okay, all right. So let me come back to you. Do you want to sign out, come back in, or I'm gonna let you decide. But I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, I think Andrew said. Was it Andrew that said no? Andrew, did you say no? It cannot be underwritten the same.
Yeah, I said no, I would underwrite them different.
Okay, so delve into this with me. So what made you say they would have to be underwritten differently?
Just that it looks like I joined late, but I'm looking, it looks like those are more single family on the left. And you got what, 150 units there on the right?
So you got 150 units on the left, 150 units on the right.
And 50 on the 150 on the right, yeah. I would think your
Yep.
maintenance would be better on the right side. You're getting more economies of scale. You've got what looks like 3-4 units per stack there. So you've got less roofing issues. I probably have an on-site manager there at 150 units, versus maybe somebody that's not full-time. Yeah, I would just do it. I'd probably do, I don't know, 300 a month maybe for the one on the right for reserve repair.
Okay. How would you would you compare one to the other? And if so, how? And if not, why not?
How would I compare one to the other?
Yeah.
As far as like underwriting them?
I'm gonna let you decide.
I guess, I mean, what do you mean? Compare them how?
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
Recording in progress.
All right, let me see. How can I rephrase the question? Can one be used as a comparison to the other? And if yes, how? And if not, how? I mean, why not?
I would say no. I think they're different types of property. I mean, you could probably model a little bit similar, but I mean, one's 150 units, so you're gonna have different costs, different
Both of them are
budgets.
150 units. Everything is exactly the same, except one is a townhouse, one is an apartment complex.
Oh, yeah, you could model them different, just do different, model them similar, just use different budgets for expenses.
And you could compare one with the other.
You could, I mean, you could still underwrite them. You just use different inputs.
Anyone else agree with that? I mean, anyone else would like to open and make a conversation, a topic, would like to say something?
I don't know that the lenders would accept it as a comp. You could see what the apartment would be if you're trying to purchase the townhome and value it separately, but it's not a comp because it's not the same type of asset. It's it's even though there are 150 units, they're still very different and they're valued different.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now, Alicia, I'm sorry. Now you came off mute. You done went out there.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now we got to go a little deeper, right? You said,
Yeah.
and the one thing you said was, I wouldn't use them as a comp because of the lender. And I hope Rich is still here and hope he will partake in this to educate us on on the lender aspect of it. Um,
I would say this, Darryl. This is what I would say is I would want to know what the value of the apartments are because I would want to know what the value of the assets are in the neighborhood. That's what I would want to know. But as far as I would have to go in deeper, right? Because apartments are usually owned by one entity, but the townhomes could be owned by multiple entities. The apartments are, you know, typically managed by manager, either self-managed or third-party manager. But the townhomes could have an association and not a property manager. And you would think that the association expense may be less than what the property management expense is, but it may not be.
okay.
Can I
So
add to Mr. Thought?
so what I'm going to do, Alicia,
Mm-hmm.
because you done said a couple of things now. Now we got to go further. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me questions. I
Okay.
want you to ask me two questions. I want everyone to listen, but I got a feeling I know what type of questions Alicia may ask me. Alicia, what is the first question you would like to ask me?
Are the townhomes owned by one entity?
Yes.
Okay. Is
Second,
there a management company or an association?
management company.
Okay. Um, what else comes along with the townhomes? Like,
Please explain.
say that one more time?
Please explain that question.
Oh, okay. So, is there a community site, like a community pool, a clubhouse?
So
How are the
to answer your
fees
question,
broken out?
yes, there's a community pool. We have a clubhouse, and even on my property, because I own the townhome. Let's just say own the townhomes and I own that apartment complex, and they have a pool and they have a clubhouse too.
So, same owner for both?
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy is rich. I mean, so he
Yes.
owns
Okay. So,
his
what
LLC. The LLC owns both of them.
So what's the difference between what the tenants pay in the townhomes versus what the tenants pay in the apartments?
All right, this is where we're going to start.
Okay.
So, so um, that was very good. That was very, very good. Okay, but I'm going to answer that question. So the tenants on the townhome, they paying about 17, close to $1,800 a month, whereas the people on the right is paying about 12, $1,300 a month. So
Yeah.
now, so now I want everyone.
Does it have a yard? The townhomes?
The townhomes, yeah, well, it's not a big yard, but
But it's
it's
the
enough for
yard.
you. It's enough for you to put your grill out out back.
And those were all single story, right?
No, these are split level. Those are
The
townhomes. So
townhomes?
yeah, townhomes are split level. You know, you got your garage, you go through your garage, and you got your, you know,
Okay.
you got your upstairs. So all these townhomes are are all the townhomes. You know, when you move in, you got a 2-car garage. You have your upstairs, you downstairs. You got everything. It's beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful, right? So
Yeah.
okay. So now, okay, I'm gonna go just. I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna take a few more minutes and just delve into this just a little more. All right, Alicia. Now, okay, I want you to hold tight.
Okay.
Hold tight. Okay. I do believe uh we spoke with Andrew. Andrew, I want to come back to you with what you know now. And I'm still saying the same question. Still saying, oh, okay. With what you know now, can you use one as a comparison to the other? Now that should be a better question and an answer, a more of a definitive answer. Did I scare Andrew away? Andrew, I didn't scare you, did I? I think I scared Andrew away. Don't worry, Andrew, it's all good. All right, Marcus. Let me see if Marcus there. Because I know ain't nobody gonna scare Marcus. Is Marcus there? Yeah, Marcus is there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to walk away. My wife called me.
Oh, that's okay.
What's happening, Darryl? What's the question?
Okay, so you said I do believe you and your answer was yes, that you could underwrite them the same.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. The reason why I said it was because when you're just going through the numbers and stuff over there, yeah, the maintenance be different because one is newer than the other. One needs less management and stuff, but you just the same numbers. It's the same thing you're going through. I don't see where it's such a vast difference in going
Okay,
through all the maintenance, going through to see what the rent comps are, seeing what that. I don't see that much of a difference. I could be wrong, and that's why I'm listening and stuff over there, but I just don't see the difference.
got you. So I just want to, just for clarity purposes, this is only for clarity purposes. Did I hear you say that you believe that they could be comped against each other?
No, I didn't say that part. I just said that you can run the numbers the same. I didn't say they could be comped against each other because Alicia was 100% right on that. They can't be comped against each other.
Got you. All right. So now let's break this down. Now listen, everyone. We're going to get into. I want us to go into a little more detail on this, but there's certain things that you could do with the townhomes that you can't do. I'm gonna say that it's probably a little more difficult to do with the apartments. Okay.
Yeah.
And what are one of the things that we got? How does that work? I think you got to cut the mic off on one or the speakers off on one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some things you could do with these townhomes that you cannot do with the apartments. With the townhomes, and again, remember what I said. I said they are exactly the same, such as 150, built the same, built the same year, the same number of bedrooms, same number of bathrooms, They have the townhomes have garages, but apartments does not have garages. They both have a pool and they both have a clubhouse. Okay. The one thing, and the one thing I like about what Marcus said, okay, when it comes to the numbers, yeah, it's basically going to be the same. And he's right. When it comes to the numbers, it's going to basically be saying, okay, give me the rent roll, give me the T12, let me put in the rent roll, let me put in the T12, okay? But I think that's where it's going to come to an end. After you put the rent roll and the T12 in. I mean, the rent, yeah, that's right, the rent roll and the T12. That's where it's going to come to an end. Because there's other questions that you can ask about the townhome. Can these townhomes be subdivided? You can't subdivide those apartments. Now, I know some of you may be saying, well, you could do condos, and condos and townhouses are totally two different things. They're not the same thing.
The only way that you can subdivide those apartments is if there was multiple buildings and a clearly defined way to do so. But that's different.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not that easy to do. You're just not going to walk, and you're just not going to take a building, apartment complex, and I'm going to make it a condo. I'm telling you right now, it's not that easy to do. Besides the permits and the permission from the city and the state, and I mean, maybe the state. Some states you got to get permission from the state. And it's just a hassle. Okay. So now, and I'm not even talking about the lender side yet, because that's where Rich is going to come in. I hope Rich is still here. And so now with the townhomes, there are certain questions now that you can ask. Yo, we got these townhomes. Okay. Can these townhomes be subdivided out to where we can sell them more? Right? When you're doing a comparison, can you compare the townhomes with the apartments? Nope, you cannot. And you cannot compare the apartments with the townhome. You cannot do that. Okay? Why? Because they're two totally different products. Although it's commercial multifamily, there's totally two different products. Okay? Now, the one thing that you would definitely want to do with the townhomes that you're not going to have to worry about with the apartments is the townhomes, when you pull in comps, hold on, let me back up. One of the things that you want to do with these townhomes is see if you can find townhomes that are individually owned, similar in nature to these townhomes. I said individually owned. They're not owned by an LLC, they're individually owned. The person went out, got a loan for this townhome, and they own the townhome. They got a mortgage on the townhome. But these townhomes are owned by an LLC right here, and I'm selling the whole bunch, the whole 150. That means these people are renting them. Okay? They're renting these townhomes. Why would you want to go out and get the value of an individual townhome that's similar to this one? Why would you want to do that? Can someone answer that question? All right, I'm going to pick on someone. I'm going to pick someone. Not pick on someone, I'm going to pick someone. Sorry about that. I ain't picking on no. I'm just going to pick someone. All right, let's see. Andrew, can you answer that question? Oh, I think Andrew stepped away. Let me see. Who else can? Kenneth, how's your system working now? That thing. Yo, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
can hear you.
Okay, great. All right. So let me ask one other person. Let me see. Not a lot of people I can ask, right? Okay. I'm okay. Marcus, can you answer that question?
Okay, can you repeat the question because I didn't understand what you asked?
Um, why should you find a townhome that's individually owned, similar to this one, and get the value of that townhome?
Why can't you?
No, why would you?
Why would you?
Why would you want to do that? Let me put it like that.
Oh, okay. I thought you would want to get the latest comp of the area so you could find out the value of each one of those townhomes.
All right, and why would that be helpful?
In this case, if we were renting it out, you know how much you could rent it out for. If you're trying to sell it, you have an idea of what you could sell it for.
Okay, so I like what Marcus said, and yeah, okay, so but let me tell you, if you're purchasing townhomes, that's like this here. Find townhomes that's in the neighborhood. Now, if you can't find them in the neighborhood, yes, you're going to have to go outside the neighborhood. But try not to go too far outside the neighborhood. Okay. But what you're looking for is you're looking to see what did that individual pay for that townhome, because you could take that price of that townhome, you can multiply it by 150. It's going to give you a grand total, and you could see whether you're overpaying for the townhomes that you're acquiring here. Did I make that? Is that clear of what I
Yes.
just said?
Yes, it is.
When you do your underwrite, remember when you do your underwrite, you're going to have your per unit price, right? For these townhomes, 150 townhomes, you're going to have a per unit price. So now you just found one townhome that's similar to this. Let's say two, because you really should get a minimum of three. You can really find a minimum of three townhomes that are similar to these townhomes, okay, that's individually owned, and see what they paid for. Because if your per unit price, let's just say, if your per unit price is coming in at 200,000, and the individuals that book townhomes that's similar to this, that has the same thing, are coming in at 150,000, you're overpaying. Do y'all get that? You're overpaying. Okay. So if you were to subdivide these townhomes and wanted to off-sell these things, you would not, you will wind up losing money. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
And that's actually, I know it's extra work. When you're underwriting townhomes, yes, it's extra work that you have to take, but it's going to pay off in the end. Because now, when you put your proposal together and you present that to the seller, he's coming in at 200,000 a unit, and other townhomes in the neighborhood that's individually owned coming in similar. I mean, it's coming in at say 150,000. They're similar in nature, right? Okay, they live in a community. You may not have all of the same exact things, like a pool. Like one community may have a pool, other one doesn't. No HOA, because you don't want to, because these are not HOA, so you don't want no HOA for them. But as long as they come in close together in similarity, you're going to have you'll get a better idea on what your purchase price could be. All right. So now I want to bring in, I don't, is Richard still here?
Still here.
Okay, great. So Richard, now I would like your input that you could tell everyone. Now listen, everyone, if you have, if you're looking at acquiring any commercial multifamily assets, you're looking for a lender, please reach out to Richard Copeland. And Richard Copeland, his company, Richard, what company you with again?
R.A. Copeland.
R.A. Copeland. All right, write that down, everyone. R.A. Copeland. You're located where, Richard?
We're in the Houston market.
Houston market. But we
we finance nationwide. We arrange financing nationwide.
There it is. So R.A. Copeland and they finance nationwide. Okay. And put your phone number out there right quick, too.
281-819-1407.
All right. And if I need to catch that, make sure you just rewind it back a little bit and you can catch that.
I was just going to ask for Richard, can you say it a little slower? Can you say it again just a tad bit slower?
281
Okay.
819-1407.
There it is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So now,
No
Richard,
problem.
can you give us the lender's perspective when you say, when I had asked a question about them being underwritten, can they be underwritten the same?
Sure. It's a little bit more complicated than that in the scenario that you presented. If we're looking at this as a BTR, then we're underwriting relatively like we do traditional multifamily. However, we're compensating for the nuances of that asset type from that standpoint. And we'd also look at the valuation, pretty much the same process from that standpoint. If you're looking at it just as I have a cluster of townhomes, then you would probably look at it the same way from a financing standpoint. But as an investor, your mindset would change a little bit in the sense of, okay, is it more valuable as a BTR or is it more valuable as the individual parts? And that would be the driving factor from an investor standpoint of what should I do? I would probably say in the current environment, it'd probably be more valuable as a BTR. But if I'm in California or somewhere on the West Coast, that may be different from that standpoint. Because as a BTR, I have economies of scales that in the building process that an individual would not get, but a true single family residential developer would have from that standpoint. So there are a lot of factors versus how you would actually look at that from that standpoint.
Okay. So now, Richard, you called off some letters, and everyone may not be aware of the letters. I know BTR is built to rent, but what is when you say BTR? Do you mean built to rent?
Yeah. So just think of an apartment instead of being vertical, it's horizontal.
Yeah. No. The reason why I was asking that because some people don't know what BTR means. But you and I and everyone here, I think majority here knows what a BTR is. But we may have some new people that's listening on YouTube. And they're saying, "What is a BTR? What does that mean?" So yeah, but BTR means built to rent. Everyone, built to rent. Okay, all right. But thanks, Richard. So thank you very much, Richard. So Richard, let me ask you this: would the loan to value be the same?
As long as the number supported from a multifamily standpoint, 80% you're maxing out at. Assuming that the number support 80% loan to value.
All right. All right, all right, all right. So, so the this was. Did everyone understand what I was, what my mission was, what I, what my intent was for today? And the reason why I wanted to discuss this was because a property was brought to me, and they were their townhome, and and although they are townhomes, I'm still going to put the numbers in the same way I would put the numbers in for for um 150 unit apartment complex. I wouldn't put it in any different. I would same exact thing. But when you look at the underwrite, you're going to notice that there's a difference in some of the underwrite. Now, and now what I'm going to do, let's look at this. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because I want to show you underwrite. Let me just take a not the underwrite, the T12. I'm going to show you the T12. All right. But I have to do something first. Something that I should have done. Okay. Something that I should have done when I knew that I was going to talk about this property. But
So while you're doing that, Darryl, I think it'll be important to combine everything that was said too, especially when underwriting those townhomes. And you look at the exit portion of it. If someone had to exit their investment and sell the townhomes versus the apartments, I believe that there is more flexibility in the sale of the townhomes than there are of the sale of the apartments, because you have the option to sell the townhomes as one investment or an individual investment.
absolutely correct. You're right. There's nothing. I can't say nothing except that. Alicia's absolutely correct.
Absolutely, Alicia. Amen.
There's nothing I can say. All right. So I'm not, as you can see here, and again, I'm not going to show the underwrite, but I'll show the T12. As you can see here, everything looks the same. You have to rent your income, you lost to lease, gain to lease. Actually, I don't even know why they did lost to lease, gain to lease. They could have just said lost to lease, because this either way it goes, it's a loss. See that? So you didn't really need to do two separate things. But from looking at, oh, there it is. And I missed that one right here. I missed this.
That's a lot.
That's what I missed.
Are they
So
recovering that?
let me see if I can.
That's for the 150 unit building?
Yeah,
The townhomes.
the townhomes, yeah. And what I did, I overlooked that.
The
And
new townhomes?
yeah, other income. So what I'm going to do is equal minus, and I need that amount. What was that amount? 41,073.17. 41,073.17. I got, yeah, I got to share the underwrite. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can, but I'm not going to share all of the underwrite. I'll share the underwrite portion. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's come back to this right quick.
I'm sorry, Darryl, can you tell me what was that number for? Which, the townhomes or the apartments?
Here we go. The townhomes. There it is, right here. Okay, so everyone, what you're looking at is basically the same thing. T12, rent roll. It's really no difference. it's the same. Okay. But when you get down into the expenses, that's where you're going to see a difference. Right. So here we go. This is all they reported for repair and maintenance. Right. And here, let's take it from here. See that? Oh, no, not management. Sorry. Right here. So that's their repair and maintenance. As you can see, it's not to me now. I should address this as a question. Do you think that the repair and maintenance, that what you see here in their budget, do you really think is sufficient? That no. Do you think they're under-reporting or over-reporting? Or no, or you may say, no, Darryl, it should be about me. Tell me what you think.
From what you're showing us, it looks like underreporting, but instead of repair and maintenance, that looks like services, like contract services.
You know, Alicia, I said the same thing, and I put that under contract services. I did.
Is that
That's
it though? That there's nothing else on there?
Nope, that's it right there. What you're looking at.
Yeah, like where's the handyman service, the roof service, the inspection services, like there's a lot missing.
Okay, I have a
Exactly.
question. I have a question though.
Right.
Are these brand new townhomes?
So, yeah. 2000, no, not brand spanking new.
Are they
2009.
occupied?
Oh,
2009.
so these things were already built because it looked like these were plans. So that's why I was reading it and stuff over here. So that's why I was asking that question.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. So I could not show you the actual pictures to this property. All
Okay.
right. So what I did, I just went and pulled up a property that had townhomes, right? And I wanted to do a comparison because the main thing was I wanted to do a comparison and contrast between the two, and to explain why you need to take certain steps with the townhomes versus the apartment complex. But now what you're looking at is the full numbers of the townhomes that were sent to me, right? And I was underwriting them. And when I saw that part of the repair and maintenance, that sort of cool. That sort of was a little red flag for me, only because not unless, and I could be wrong, right? Not unless you're renting those townhomes as triple net leases, there should be some sort of maintenance, some sort of repair. Okay. Now, so and you're probably saying, well, what in the heck is he talking about? Is he talking about? Okay. Normally, you're going to have repair and maintenance. Something's going to break. Something has to be repaired, replaced. It's not just going to be, it's just not going to be extermination, long service, and that's it. But if you're renting out that luxury home and they are responsible for their all repairs, then what you're looking at on that T12 could be correct. Right? It's a triple net. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, yeah, I know. Listen, it's, shift over in commercial, when you're dealing with the non-multifamily aspect of this thing, we have retail, other properties that you could run a triple net on, where you could shift all responsibilities to the owner. Now, some things are still going to be your responsibility, especially for those common areas. Okay, for the common areas, that's going to be your responsibility. But everything else, if something breaks or whatever, it's going to be their responsibility. Okay, can you run those luxury townhomes the same way? Well, listen, if something breaks inside that luxury townhome, it's on you. I'm gonna take care of the common area. And when you look at that T12, that's what it looks like.
Darryl.
It looks like common area they're handling. But where is the remaining cost for repair and maintenance? Richard, what was you gonna say?
Yeah, I was listening to your comment on that. And the fact that maintenance is missing, but they have utility reimbursement, it doesn't seem like it's guess what we call it a triple net from that standpoint. Because if there are true townhomes, they're built a little bit differently versus an apartment complex. That means every individual home has its own electric and water. So you would think they would have to sign up like you do when you go to a traditional apartment for the electric. You have to sign up for the water and gas as well on a separate ticket. So you wouldn't see that line item on the T12 from that standpoint as a reimbursement because they'll be paying direct. So you got some questions about that.
Yep, yep. There it is. See there? So, okay. The rest of the T12, let's say the rest of the T12, it looks pretty, okay. We have a minute, probably less than a minute now, but now I'm going to just show you this underwrite right quick. And I did clean it up. So let's just go straight to the expense. As you can see, the management fee was less than mine, which I put 6%. They have no advertising, and I do put in my budget for advertisement. Their contract services was 54. If you look right here, you'll see I added the maintenance. There was two numbers, added them together. And if you take a look at that T12, that's where I get the 54,000, right? Whereas mine's only 28. Okay, general administration, their general administration was higher. To me, it should have been less, but this is where I'm running for mine. Payroll, we came in around about the same thing. Okay. They didn't have so now when it comes to repair and maintenance, they didn't have a budget. They didn't have no budget for repair and maintenance, nor a budget for turnovers. And guess what? They have 8 townhomes that are empty. You gonna tell me you didn't turn those over? You gonna tell me you didn't send no one in there to turn those over? I don't believe that. Somebody went in there to make sure to clean them, paint them, touch them up, and get them ready. Okay, so you got 8 townhomes that are empty. Okay, and the rest of these, as you can see here, insurance. I don't know what insurance is going to be, so I do know I'm just going to put down 150,000 on my end. And as for taxes, I haven't went that far for the next step to get the taxes and everything, which is going to definitely going to bump up my expense ratio. That tax is going to bump it straight up. I can tell you that right now. Okay. All right. So, are there any questions? Because it's 12:01. I think this was an excellent conversation today when it comes to the townhomes and comparing them to commercial multifamily. I think they're excellent. So any questions in reference to anything that we have covered starting from 11 o'clock up to now?
I have no questions, but I am going to say thank you very much. That lesson when you decide to pick for this was great, Darryl. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anything else? Yep. All right, then. Well, listen, I want to see you all back here next week at the Commercial Underwriting Show. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, spread the word. Tell them to come on out, spend an hour with us and learn about commercial underwriting on the Commercial Underwriting Show. See you next Tuesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or whatever time where you are. See you later, everybody.
All right, see you next week. Thank you, Darryl.
All right.
All right.